So if I sound tinny, it's because I'm talking over my controller. When we last left off, I was on Christmas for a couple hours. I tried to get the gooch skin. Couldn't get the gooch skin. I was telling a friend of mine about it later. Turns out that he happens to have GTA Online. It's like, I'll join you. And the thing about getting that skin is the fastest and easiest and best way to do it is to be in a private lobby of two. You have to sit there for 48 minutes because it's one game day, which is the equivalent of 48 minutes before he'll spawn. Then he'll spawn any time after that. It could be a minute after that. It could be 20 minutes after that. For us, it was about, we waited for about an hour, so it was about anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes after the 48 minutes. You have to be outside. You cannot be in the air. You cannot be in a business. You cannot be in an apartment. You can be in a car, but you shouldn't be driving constantly. You should be parked. In fact, that's what we did because I know it worked for my friends because we've done it. You don't know how many times I've been in a lobby of two and the gooch will pick the other person repeatedly and not pick me. It's been a couple of years of me trying to get this outfit. So yeah, like I said, you have to be outdoors. You can't be in the air. You can't be driving fast. You can be in a car or you can be outside. And then the gooch is just going to pick you after one game day of the lobby being open. Or he's going to pick your friend. You know, it's a 50-50 shot. But you should like those odds a lot better than being in a lobby of 30. Like if you're in a lobby of 30, you have to consider like 10 people are already out of it because they're probably in some business or they're flying around in a helicopter in an oppressor. So, you know, then you have like a 1 in 20 chance of being picked by the gooch. That's a 5% chance. As opposed to a 50-50 chance if there's only two of you in the lobby. So he was rooting for me. I was like, well, you know, it doesn't matter. Whoever gets it, gets it. He's like, I don't care about it. He's like, I want you to get it. I'm like, I appreciate it. I am a collector of these rare skins. As you can see, I'm wearing the Yeti skin. But yeah, up until now, this skin had eluded me. But no more. It is now part of the arsenal. I am the gooch. I had the gooch mask because the first year that they did this thing, if the gooch picked you, you get the gooch mask. So what he does is he'll pull you out of your car, or he'll just rob you on the street. He'll knock you down, and then you have to go and get him, kill him, get your stuff back. And when you do, you're also going to get the outfit. A couple of years ago, when this is the third year that they've done it. The first year that they did it, you know, they only gave you the mask, but starting last year, they gave you the entire outfit. And I couldn't get it last year, and it was looking like I was going to be able to get it this year because I was in public lobbies for a while and never got picked. So
Take it easy. Take care.
Here we are. We are the Blue Grinch. Just out of curiosity, what's that? They don't want to do those businesses anymore. You know, I'll sell motorcycle club businesses when it's double money, or if it helps somebody. I don't need that kind of money anymore in this game. I own everything, so it's like, oh yay, snow still on the ground. Oh, it's a long way. Don't do it. My rule is 2 miles or under and you don't do it, but I don't like this freaking cooldown time between missions, so if I don't do it now, I'm just not going to do tow truck missions. I'm going to do it. I've said it before, I'll say it again, tow truck missions, they might be tedious, and it doesn't seem like you get a lot for them, which is true. After 48 minutes of dismantling the car, because it's one business day to dismantle the car after you get it, on average, you're only going to get like anywhere from like 30,000 to like 45,000 for the car. knock out 2 of those, you are getting like anywhere from like 70 to 90,000. With that being said, that's not the real money. The real money comes from the boost that it gives your wall safe. Your wall safe has a multiplier that is completely based on how many and how often you get these cars. So if you keep just grabbing 2 cars every time you come in, that'll keep the multiplier at max once you max it out, And that'll keep the more money flowing into the business through the wall safes. So it's not the front end money that you're getting for the car itself, it's the back end money that you're getting for the wall safe. And really, it's double dipping if you think about it. You're getting some money for the car. It's not like you're getting paid nothing to go get these cars. I can't believe I'm driving up into the hills to get this car, though. It's going to be a nightmare driving it back, especially in the snow. But yeah, the cars that you get are just a small part of what you get out of doing these missions. So it's worth doing these missions, And then if you have the large wall safe, every once in a while you just go back, pick it up. You can have 100,000, 200,000 there. You can hold up to 250,000 if you have the paid wall safe. But if you have the wall safe that comes for free with the business, if you didn't upgrade it, I think you only hold 100,000 max in that one. So it does fill up a lot faster. So you're gonna have to empty it a lot more often. I don't know. For me, it's worth it to have the larger safe, even though probably if I did the money, I would probably say that it's a losing proposition. But at this point, when you have everything and you have all the money, I mean, I don't have all the money right now. I got like 20 mil, give or take. I'm a little over 19 mil actually, but that's my choice. If I really wanted to get back up to, I usually feel good, man. Anything over 30 million. I feel like that's adequate. That's more than enough to get through a couple of DLCs if I don't work at it. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have been slacking on the actual. Whoop, it's not paying attention. I have been slacking on the actual grind of the game. I haven't been grinding near as much, and with the stuff that I do grind now is it's the simpler stuff, the stuff that doesn't take 20 to 25 minutes of my time just to sell one business. These auto shop businesses, obviously, they like I said, they pay off in the end. Not so much because of cars, but because of the safe. And speaking of safes, the biggest payoff safe is the nightclub safe, and that's the other thing I grind. But it's not much of a grind anymore, Now that I've tiered out of that, they have the career progress things. I finished all 4 tiers of the nightclub finally, so I don't hang out near as much there anymore. Now the only reason I'm going there is I'm running in. As soon as I hit the stairs, just before I get to my office, the Marcel, the the bouncer of the club, gives me a mission. It's one of 2 missions. Either one, it's a VIP that I have to pick up and take out of the hospital or their house because they're too drunk to stand, let alone drive. Or 2, it's a mission where we have some type of surly customer that we have to throw out of the club. I much prefer those ones because you don't even have to leave the club. You literally just go find the person in the club, press one button, and he's out of there. Marcel take out the trash super fast. Now, for the most part, driving somebody is pretty fast too. It's usually under a mile because I did buy one of the better business nightclub locations. I have the second best nightclub location. To be honest with you, I could have had the first best. I tend to buy the best when it comes to this game because, I have the money for it. I don't have any bunkers in Paleto Bay, you know what I mean? But I didn't buy the best in this situation because I did drive by it, and it's on the main thoroughfare. It is pretty close to my weed business and my MC clubhouse. But with that being said, I forgot to put on my lights. RP. My RP points there from not doing what a tow truck driver would do. Yeah, it was just a matter of location. I just felt like, see what I'm talking about? I knew that was gonna happen. Ugh, freaking snow. You got a problem with me, dude? Sit down. You just want to sit down, huh? Okay. Onward and upward. I've been living off of things like, I don't know. Whenever there's double money for something or 1.5 times money for something, I'll do it then. But otherwise, I'm just kind of chilling and living off of my earnings and my safes because I have the auto shop safe, arcade safe. You know, I don't go by the arcade too much, so when I do go by the arcade, there's usually like 30, 40, 50 down there. It's not, again, that's not a lot, but you know, I wait until there's enough there to make it worth going there. So yeah, I have the arcade safe, I have the auto shop safe, I have the agency safe, which is probably my second best safe in terms of money making because, again, I don't go there that often, but it does accrue fairly quickly. I don't know how the system necessarily works in the auto shop. But I do know when I pick up money, I feel like I get more money out of the agency safe than I do the auto shop. I did a lot of those contact missions. Now that one's sort of similar to the auto shop, it's a little bit different. So you have those. I don't know. We'll go. Well, I'll show you. Rather than explain it to you. Oh. Can I get in there? Can I get in there? Will you let me in there? Yes. I did not want to have to back up with this car on the hook. I'll come back for some. I want to go to the agency real quick. Well, if I do that though. If I do that, it's going to be a nightmare. I don't have a car at home right now. That's crazy. I'm just going to wait and do the other tow truck mission. So if I go to the agency, then I'm going to want to go, since I'm over there, I'm going to want to go to the nightclub, and I'm going to want to go to take my spin on the wheel, I'm going to want to go to the arcade. And that stuff's all up there, so it doesn't make sense to go all the way out there for one thing, come back, and then go all the way back out there for the rest of the stuff. How about now? Can you let me go now? They say a short delay, but it feels like it takes forever sometimes. All right. Hey. Beautiful. Excuse me, very important social. More in space. Oh yeah, shit. This blows. I'm not gonna lose the cops in this thing. This guy's so professional.
Fuck you!
Don't mind doing it for fix. So come on, Mambo, take a ride. Shit. Feel the home.
Shit, anybody got eyes on him?
Give it all of my love. It's gonna take up all of my love.
He's
I'm gonna give up all of my love. It's gonna take up
How'd I
all
lose
of
him?
my love. Don't mind doing it for the kids. So oh boy. There's the season to be running. La 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 la. La, 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 la,
I
la, la,
don't
la.
fucking believe it.
You better chill the fuck out. Why are you still here? Be small. So yeah, you got two choices. You could try with a car on your back to lose the cops on a slow tow truck that has no maneuverability and cannot get into tight spots, or you just get out of the tow truck and lose the cops on foot, which is fairly easy. Instead of having to try to find an alleyway or a tunnel. Oh my gosh! Did you see? Why did he do that? Was he spooked? I don't know. I was at a standstill. I don't know why he would do that other than he's just suicidal.
All right, bring the car in. We'll salvage the parts and get paid in no time.
Oh, look at that. 45,000 arcade. You see what I'm talking about? Every time I think about going to get it, my agency's got 91,000 in it. Just out of curiosity, might as well clear it here. I doubt that this one has much in it because I probably cleared it recently. Oh, never mind. It also has 91,000 in it.
This bad boy, and then the money is all ours. I mean yours. Take it easy.
Take it sleazy. All right. So we got that 91,000. We're gonna keep accruing money in the safe because we're at max value because we have two cars in there every time. When you stop delivering tow truck cars, that money's gonna go down dramatically. You're gonna make far less in the auto shop. So I do recommend just making it a part of your ritual. If you want to make money on this business, which is very easy to do, you just go and pick up two tow trucks. You just saw the worst thing that could happen is you're going to So the worst thing that's going to happen is that you're going to get a wanted level when you pick up the car. It has nothing to do. It had nothing to do with me driving on the wrong side of the road or anything like that. Because if it did, I would have gotten the police long before I picked up the car. It was always going to be a setup sting. So like I said, when that happens, you just take off. You leave. Get out of the car. You run. Yeah, I would recommend not just doing it in the middle of the highway or something like that because there's no place really to hide. I would recommend doing it, like look at this place. You could be on this road right here. You could duck behind here and you could start, parkouring all over this place and then lose the cops fairly easily. Or you could do what I did. You stop at those one floor ranch houses, and so you can jump on the roofs and hide in alleyways and stuff like that. That's the world's your oyster. However you want to lose those cops, it's not hard to do. You just have to know that they're not very smart and that they're easily manipulated, and you can very quickly take advantage of their foolishness. Cops aren't going to climb. I mean, cops will go through the alleys. I mean, at a slow pace, but cops are definitely not going to climb on roofs. So, like in that instance, I knew that once I started climbing on those roofs, that I was going to lose them fairly quickly because they had no access to anywhere else. To be honest with you, I kind of had to get on the roofs because there were no alleyways at that beginning part. But that's fine. Maybe lose the cops that much faster. they had to go all the way around. And by the time they got to me, by the time they were close, and I kind of trapped myself in by accident for a little bit there, um, the wanted level had worn off. So, this is my rounds. Like I said, I do them every once in a while. I don't do them all the time because otherwise I'm just going to be picking up like 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 here. It's not worth coming here for that small amount.
Hey, what's up, partner?
It's worth coming here for this. So this happens very rarely, okay? I always come in here. Chop will be in the bed over here, or he'll be upstairs in my bed or with Amani. When he's here in particular, where he's sitting though, you can get XP by petting him. It's one of the rare times that you can actually interact with Chop in online. He's a good dog. And there you go. Free XP. It only happens once though. You can pet him as many times as you want, but you're not going to get XP for it again after that. Big dog. Big nuts. I believe that's a Lamar quote. Come over here. 91,000 for here. I always go secure serve CEO for a couple of reasons. One, when the daily dues came due back in the day, you used to have to pay a lot more per day to your mechanic, for lighting, for employees. It used to cost a lot. It used to cost into hundreds of thousands. And that's not awful when you have as much money as I do, but over time, if you're not doing anything, if you're just kind of, like doing what I'm doing right now, just kind of taking a break from selling, from grinding, MC club businesses and stuff like that. Um, so, that'll eat into your profits, but, or it'll eat into your savings, I should say, because I'm not making any profits at the time. But with that being said, I definitely, I don't know. Nowadays, it's not the same. They only take like 12,000 a day, so it's probably not as bad. But one of the reasons why I used to always is because if you were in the MC club president, they would take and charge you for all of your MC businesses, and I have a lot of them. I have the cocaine, I have I have every one of them. I have the cocaine, I have the meth, I have counterfeit cash, I have the weed, I have the counterfeit forgery office. Uh, yeah, so that's 5 times, I have to pay for bills each day. At the start of each day, there's a certain point after 48 minutes where it's like, up, time to charge you another bill in the game. So if I was in the CEO rather than that, I would only have to pay the bills for my executive office. That's it. It's not bad. Uh, I definitely don't think that's as much of a problem for players nowadays because I think they cap it out at something like 18,000 that they take from you a day. They reduce big time how much they take from you, even if you're logged in as an MC. But you're still gonna spend less being an CEO. But the main reason why I do the CEO is because you could pay for security in all your businesses. Almost all your businesses have the option to put security in them. For the most part, the security actually works. If you buy security, say for instance for the nightclub or for the bunker, you're never going to get raided. However, if you buy security for the MC club businesses, like I said, the cocaine, meth, so on, you're going to have security there, But all it's going to do is reduce the amount of times you get raided, which is to say that you're never going to not have an option to pay for enough security so that you'll never get raided. You're always going to get raided. If you do not have security, it feels like every time you log in as an MC Club president, you almost immediately get raided. If you do have security, it doesn't happen as often, but it still does happen. So every time you log into as an MC Clubhouse president, you're risking a raid. And while 99% of the time you're going to get your stuff back, it's not difficult to beat these raids. It's not impossible, I shouldn't say. Sometimes it could be a cluster, you know what, and then when that happens, you do have the issue of if you die on certain missions, on certain raids, your business will close and you'll have to restart the business, and all the stock that you had made up until then, all the all the stuff that you made to sell will be gone. You have to start over again. So yeah, I don't hang out in my MC clubhouse as a president because it usually bites you in the butt eventually. So yeah, you see me a lot of times just being a CEO, and that's why. But anyway, most businesses you can operate as a CEO or an MC clubhouse president. The only ones that you can't that you can only be one or the other is you can only be a CEO if you're doing special crates, if you're doing vehicle robberies for your vehicle warehouse. I think that's it. I think those are the only two that require you to only be a CEO. And as for the MC Clubhouse, you can only be the MC Clubhouse president if you're doing business with any of your drug businesses in the MC Club. You can't be a CEO and resupply your cocaine, say, for instance. You have to be an MC Clubhouse president. All right, so this is what you do to maximize this safe. So this safe is worth very little when you first start out in the game. The more security contracts that you do, though, the more your safe is going. For every 5 security contracts you do, they add an additional 500 per day to your safe total. That doesn't seem like a lot, but these missions are fairly quick. Most of them don't last longer than 5 minutes. They pay out fairly well, especially if you get a Specialist Plus, say, for instance, like I did, like I just had. Which is going to make me want to do this, actually. I haven't done this in a while. So there's another reason, too, that you're going to do these, not just for the 500, but if you do 100 of these, it's part of completing the tier progress for your career challenges. Tier 4 requires you to do 100 of these security contracts on Specialist or above, which means these other two that are only professional, they wouldn't count. These professional ones do count towards your total of 5 to increase your pay. As you can see, I completed 135 contracts. There's a reason for that. In the beginning, I was doing it because I wanted to be Employee of the Month. I think you had to complete 50 of them to get a certain amount of money, and then they, frankly, make you Employee of the Month. I wanted that. That was before we had the tier progress, before we had these tier 4, like things that you could earn by doing like these battle pass like things. So you had to do 100 of these contracts, but not just on professional. They had to be on Specialist or Specialist Plus. Where Specialist is like the mid-level, and Specialist Plus is the most money that you can make in this part of the game, this endeavor here. But they don't always come up. So, in the beginning, I was doing a lot of these professionals just so I can get to the point where I can earn the Specialist and Specialist Plus. You have to do something like 10 to 15 of them before you start getting Specialists and Specialist Pluses on the regular. But beyond that, like I said, I was trying to get the employee of the month long before that, so that's why I have those additional 35 missions done. I basically did this, yeah. I grinded this a lot, and the reason why I did it was to get the special. I got the Lamar LD Organics weed van for finishing all the contract stuff, which is cool. It's a very unique item. It's you can't buy it anywhere. It's only available through the tier progress. That's one of the few times that there's a prize in those tiers that you can't get anywhere else. So I grinded a lot. So I think it starts at something like 2,500 per day, and then for each five, like I said, you get an additional 500 per day. So you do the math. I do make quite a bit per day on my safe now. Uh, but it takes a lot of grinding to get a lot out of your safe. But it's not that much grinding if you think about it. Like a lot of the times, I would do these. I did it. At first I was gung ho. I was going for it. The first 20 or 30 of them, no problem. Problem is that there's only like two or three of each of these missions, each variety of the vehicle recovery, the recover valuables, rescue operation, and once you've done each of them like a dozen times, it really wears you down. Um, so I remember doing those last like 20 to 30, like once I hit like 70 of them, it was so hard. When I got to 90, I was motivated to go back in again. But from around that 60, 70 mark, I was like, I can't do this anymore. These missions stink. And these came out before you could do business in a private lobby. So I was doing this in a public lobby a lot of times and getting grief on top of that with people. So I would only do it when it was double money. It was definitely worth it. Look at this. I mean, this is top money right here, 63,500. I think the most I've ever made on one of these without double money was like 70,000, give or take. But 63,500 times two, you're working for over 125,000 um, in double money. So obviously, it's worth it when it's double money. But it's worth it. It's kind of worth it now because it's just like I said, it's just not hard. It's quick and it's easy. We're gonna do it in a minute. I haven't done it in a while. I should be doing my Agents of Sabotage missions, but I'm gonna throw some food here real quick. I'll be back. All right. Okay, so just to show you how often I did these missions, the last time I did this was when I had to finish my 100th to get the LD Organics van. That was, I would say, close to a year ago. Last January or February, I got it. And yeah, I can still remember exactly one of the two missions that they're going to give us here for this recover valuables. Either we are going to go to the strip club to get some dirty perv's ring that he left in some lady's privates, or we are going to go and get a necklace that was left at Tequila La. Either one of them is only a mile away from this location. This is the best location that you can get for the contract office. Um, so this is not only is this one of the best missions to do just because of the sheer amount of like how little time you have to spend traveling, which cuts down on the the difficulty of it, or just the monotony of it, because you're doing it so quickly, it's over before it starts. You know? But also, they're fairly both of them are fairly easy missions. You just have to mow down a bunch of people. Maybe you die once or twice. It's not like I'm like going out of my way to eat snacks and stuff like that. If they get me, they get me. It's whatever, because it doesn't affect you at all. You could die 1,000 times as long as you just go in and get the thing eventually and get out. I don't think there's a timer on it either, so you just do it.
Looking good, boss.
Hey, look, so our client is the CEO of a fancy-ass perfume brand, Lei Shien, whatever the fuck that is. Well, little Miss 1% just had a taste of the real world. Got herself mugged while she was smoking outside of whatever fucking restaurant they eat at this week. The MO sounds like the Lost MC, you know what I'm saying? They made off with all her jewelry, and get this, the necklace don't even belong to her. She had stolen it from one of her rich girlfriends, so she can't go to the fucking cops. That's where we come in. The Lost have been hanging out over in West Broadwood over in Tequila La. Hey, go pay him a visit and get that fucking jewelry back, all right?
When I'm in a public lobby, usually I'll drive around in a Monitech vehicle with an anti-missile lock-on for this, so I can just get it done quick. Because if I fly this thing, even for a mile, griefers are just going to come after me. Either way, whether it's this or the Monitech car that I take, I always park it just like this, so I can have an easy getaway. Because usually I'm going to leave before I kill everybody. Leave out that front door. I'm not going into that front door though, because there's like 18 people that are ready to kill me. I'm going to take them out piece by piece, one by one, from the back. Alright, so the safe's up here, which is always good, because it is a better location than the basement. The basement's just balls. I need snacks for once, because I don't feel like doing this twice. you. Two hits. Now I'm going in the front door. You know what? Actually, I'm not. I want to blow myself up. And it has a flashlight on it.
Between your legs, people!
This guy, one guy, man, with a shotgun and a drink.
Oh my god! Let's do it! Ow!
The guy's dead body's in the way. I created a doorstop. You know, like I said, you die once or twice in this. That's just the way it is. If I was real careful, I'm sure I could. Somewhere. It's usually be on this table, it could be over there on the thing, or it could be over here on the bar. Wherever. It's on those three places. Unless I just fit over here. Oh.
I'm reloading!
Downstairs. It's always in here. I don't feel like it's ever downstairs. What do you do about that, huh? Maybe roll in there. There are dead bodies right there. All right, now, to be honest with you, I only remember the three places that it usually spawns. I don't remember being downstairs. The spawn was always up here. There it is. I don't remember it ever spawning there, but then again. Oh, I'm stuck. Of course. Oh, I'm so annoying. I don't even see where the guy's shooting me from. I'm stuck.
You fucking cock!
All right, so that was scuffed, but still. Specialist Plus is the hardest of the 3 levels, so they are going to be like deadly aimbot one-shot kills with shotguns. So I never feel bad about dying in those situations. Like they're doing inhuman like shots on you. There's nothing you can do about it. Too. You just gotta sit there and take it.
All right, there it is.
Here's your blood diamonds. You just keep smoking. Keep doing all the work.
What's up, boss?
What's up? So there's a cooldown between these things. You could do another one, I think 5 minutes after the last one. They're not worth doing unless you're doing specialists. But I mean, if you're grinding to get your safe money up, it's smart to just do them all and get thrown at you. Do them quickly. Be in a good location too. Don't buy the cheapest one. Buy the cheapest one, you're never gonna get it done. Is this the bail office? This is the bail office. What's that? It's a garage. Is there a garage attached to the bail office that I don't know about? These lazy guys, man. The only way that they'll go and do business for you is if you force them to. By actually coming here and telling them to. Like they'll only do their job when you actually like motivate them.
Sure.
Rest nicely, I don't know. So now they're going to go and do some work for me, which is good. So I'm pretty sure this other thing is this garage. Let's see. Yep. You tell I haven't been playing much lately. I hardly ever played the bail office. This is not worth it. I spent 5 million on this to make out of this like pennies. Uh, like having all my businesses in close proximity to one another, so that when I have to go and do stuff like this, it's jump from business to business, a block away from each other. All right, so this safe, if you keep the bars at between 4 and 5 bars of popularity at all times, you're going to get usually 100,000. Or I'm sorry, 50,000 an hour. Every 48 minutes, I should say. Ah, the best kind. This is the kind where I have to boot them out of the building. I love these. So I have 100,000 because I haven't been here in 2 GTA days. As you can see, the popularity is starting to fall off. So if I were to leave it as is now, I would probably get 45,000 instead of the full 50,000 at this point because I'm far enough down the popularity thing that I'm going to start getting diminishing returns for each business day. So as long as you keep your popularity at 5 bars at all times, you're going to get 50,000 per day. You can see that green dot is the guy that I have to go and kick out. And if I do this, I get a popularity boost. Now, the other way to do popularity is you could do long missions for Gay Tony. He has a bunch of different missions to increase the popularity of the club, from putting posters on walls to flying a blimp. So he should be over here kicking up a fuss, if I'm not mistaken. Berating my bartender, my French bartender. There you go. Now I got 5 bars of popularity.
Any trouble, boss? We're already on it.
So I'll continue to make 50,000 a day.
Show at the Mount Bank? Totally derivative.
Forestville.
So sorry. What is going on?
I was aiming for the lady, though. Sorry. It's an CEO house. I was going to go to an arcade, but I've never done these missions. I mean, I did the old missions, but I never did this new version of the mission that they came out with last year. Where Shoddy. Just a regular shot. Any shot. He should not be hard to find. It's like Nico Bella on holiday. The guy with the red shirt. Hello.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shut up, you fat fuck! You are a bitch!
Photo.
No way.
Run faster without your weapon. That's actually pretty cool. I wasn't ready for that amount of people. I thought it was just going to be a quick hit. I didn't know I was walking into a... Get off the road. Going in this way. Usually I just go into the garage and take care of business, but I haven't been in the front end of the business in a while. This thing's so glitched. I did win one of these things, like one of the first times I ever played it, so I thought it was going to be super easy. There are 5 more to get. I've not been able to get any of them since. I've played it thousands of times. It's so broken. Like, you make small adjustments constantly, and it's just not, it doesn't matter. It's just not picking it up. People have complained that there is a glitch in it that makes it almost impossible to win. You get like literally like a 1 in 1,000 chance every time you play of winning.
I think you were meant to stop by here. Yes.
There you go, 30,000 for the car that I towed earlier.
Nazar sees all. I see a secluded aisle, and upon it I see. It is gone. See you soon, I think.
Hey, could you get Wendy to do the love professor with me? I asked, but she didn't say anything.
I have almost every video game on display. I own them all. Unfortunately, they don't all fit into this place anymore. They kept making a few more after the initial run. Like, there's 3 of these. There's the motorcycle version, there is the truck version, and then there's the car version. Don't have room for the car version anymore, but I was able to put the car one in into my auto shop. So at least it's still being displayed. There is one other game. Don't remember exactly what it is. I think it took over. It was originally in this spot. I don't know. There's one other game that I can't display at all anywhere. So there is a game in storage that's not in here. What I don't get, right, is these games here won't fit here, even though you could fit like 2 of them here and place 6 of these small ones. But it won't let you do that. You can only put these big ones in very specific places. 1, 2,
Hey,
and then
I checked, and we're the only
3,
place in the state with this many
4.
games. But then
But
I didn't check that.
they made 6 big ones, but only gave you 4 spots to put big ones in. Like, these ones only fit over here, but that's fine because there's a very specific niche I tried to follow here. These are all the non-video games, you know. The claw machine, the test of your strength, the love machine, Madame Nazar. It's kind of like its own little section, like most of these games would be in an arcade.
Looking for love? The professor is here to help. What a beautiful couple.
Oh, you have to.
But
It's
is it
2-player. I
always
forgot about that.
skin deep? Good work today, class. Calling all Valentines. How will the love professor rate your chances?
I think the sword one's on the outside and the monkey's on the inside would be better, but I don't know. I changed that up every once in a while. It used to be that way. Cube was a much later game that came out. It is a game from a previous GTA, I think GTA 4, which is why I used to have these games surrounding this and this uh, these 4 games over here because that's the only other place they can fit. They can either fit here or they can fit here. I can put an Adam Nazar here. I can't put any of these other games over there. And I can't really put anything in this place here. So that's why I keep it the way it is. They kind of messed up when they made this arcade. They didn't let you just put anything anywhere. They force you, there's the few spots that you have available to limit what you can put here, which is why I have duplicates in a lot of places, even though I don't have everything displayed. It's the only way I can wanted to fill it out. This is maxed out. There are no other spots, and it is important that you max out your arcade. Even if you only own one video game and you just max it out, because in order to get your safe total, you have to have the max amount of video games in there. If you have fewer than the max, you're going to get less, but otherwise you're going to get 5,000 per game day, every 48 minutes. Again, that doesn't add up to much, but if you don't max out, if you don't put any video games into the place, you're only going to get 1,000 per day. So if you want to make this worth anything, you just buy one video game, the cheapest one, and you just slap 15 to 20 of them in all the spots, and you can get 5,000 per day, and then just get what I just got, 45,000 or whatever it was. I wasted my time doing nonsense. Get to the sabotage. I'm going to go do a sabotage mission because, after all, I did put that into the title of this video, so I have to play a sabotage mission. But I don't think I'm going to do all the sabotage missions. I'm pretty much out of time.
You have forgotten.
I have not forgotten about you. I just did a mission for you. It's so annoying. Car factory. Mission maybe 2. It depends. I have 10 minutes for so. At least I got all this stuff done now. Like, I hadn't done this in a while. I had to do all these rounds. Made $500,000 just doing my rounds, so it was necessary. But with that being said, yeah, I did come here to play these missions, and I did everything but play these missions. So when I get back on, maybe tomorrow I'll get back on. But when I do get back on, I can not have to worry about all these other businesses. Of course, document forgery shop is standby. If you're trying to grind money out of the document forgery shop, then you might as well just not play this game because it's impossible. The only 3 businesses worth making any kind of money if you're going to grind MC businesses is cocaine first, meth second, and cash creation just barely scrapes the third. Like, it's just barely worth doing. So normally this safe is worthless. I found that out. There's nothing you can really do to increase its money. It's just terrible. You get like 1,000 a day out of it. It's worthless. The only reason that it's worth so much right now is because it's double money for this week. But yeah, otherwise it wouldn't be worth it. That's not a safe that can keep you going in this game like the other safes can. I don't want to exit. I want to go to my office. Office downstairs. Yeah, I think my office is downstairs.
Hello.
What words of wisdom do you have for us? Just hello, huh?
Hey.
Hey. So it gives you some bullets, first aid, and a gun if you need one. A pistola.
Take care.
You take care. She's very talkative. Pink juice, which is the green juice. Oh. I mean, I don't need a waypoint there. I know how to get there. With that being said, is that the waypoint anyway? Because what the heck? This is a double-edged sword. This is I don't know if that's the right word for that, or the right saying for that, but it's actually good because I totally forgot to take my spin. I did all this other stuff and I didn't take my spin. Gotta go for that free car. We're gonna spin and then we're going to talk to Joey's contact at the music locker. I love how they just made a separate nightclub from yours that first off looks better. The second off has literally no purpose other than to start the Cayo Perico heist. And now this. Mission 2. We got Moody Man there. We recently just had Christmas, so and we are wearing the Gooch outfit, so we're gonna have to kill this guy with the candy cane. Oh my god.
Give me a break.
Oh, that was dramatic. You just got knocked the blank out.
Oh, shit. Another bum, man. Waitress?
Welcome to the Diamond Casino and Resort. Indulge yourself in San Andreas' seductive city of sin.
I haven't won a car in a very long time. No, I'm not going to win one today.
How can I help you? Good luck.
So rude. So rude. Kimberly and Patrick. I'm going to call him Patrick.
Aim last night? Shit, I was freaking
I like
out.
the fact that unlike other games, you can like win prizes in here for free, skins and stuff like that. That any other game would charge you like $20 for. Like if you had a Grinch outfit in any other game, like Call of Duty, say for instance, or Fortnite, charge you like $15 for such a neato item. Yes. Yes. His paws.
Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
I mean, I could do that, or I could just, I don't know, just walk around until she pops onto my thing. But I'll look. Alright. Dude with a hat. Sure looks like this guy.
Anything you want, please let me know. I'll see you later. Hey.
Hey,
There's my guy.
here you
You know
go.
what I'm talking about? I didn't have to look at the stupid picture. It just came up before I even saw him.
Received word from our contact that the handover was successful. You know, I like to conduct work in the music locker. It's loud, and if I suspect the FIB has me wired, I feed them 57 hours of kind of music.
Mellow vibes out here.
It's totally an act. Nobody can really be like that.
Really? You must very specifically go through this door, not any other. We got time to do one more real quick. Food should be ready now. Hopefully this is not a long mission.
You'll need an elevator passkey. You seeing the location I sent? Military lockup should have both. basic training, I could sneak out Zenkudo, drink my body weight in Jacks, and be back in time for PT. It's easy to get past the guards as long as you have cover. A military vehicle should help your credibility. Getting to the subterranean hangar where the Scarab is kept, that's harder.
I own military vehicles. Do they want me to steal one of them? Assuming they want me to steal one. Assuming if I go up there with a Winky or Winky's like a version of the Army Jeep. Yeah. They'll shoot on sight.
Once you have that, pick a vehicle and get out of there before the soldiers go full Jack Howitzer on you.
It must be going crazy. I just when I saw something yellow flash there. Maybe it was like a vehicle. Oh, that's great. Well, that sucks. I got the guy easy, but it's the vehicles. Steal the military pass. Take it. I do not want to drive all the way back. Before we do that. I'm still up there. Sorry, baby. I don't know who's the best one, but it's the one.
I've arranged storage for the vehicle. Just get it safely to the drop-off I've marked on your GPS.
I was thinking about going on the train tracks, but I don't know where I'm going, so should see this way to go. No, snow, fuck me. Ay, ay, ay. That's a major hit there. Oh. I see that guy until the brakes went off. We're out of danger though. Once you get to within a certain distance of your destination, dogs are called off. So you can turn to the garment factory and do it there, or you can do it the old-fashioned. Okay. That's first. Usually you just drive into the yellow spot and it's over. I'll leave there. Okay. Go to the garment factory. I did it. Yeah. Alright, well, next we meet, we'll have the finale of the first sabotage mission, finally.
Passy check. Vehicle Ha, nice choice. Raided a cartel in one of those back in the day. It's a real ride. Should get you in the mood for storming Zancudo.
Oh. So, hint, we're going to Fort Zancudo. Alrighty. Later.